So, one of the things that, we always try and do is make sure that we're providing you with some information that is helpful. So that was the purpose of having JR here. There's a lot to constant contact and email marketing, things that you can do. It's not really something that you can go through in 20 minutes and then you're an expert. I spent 9 years basically working in that in web design, so it's a lot. You're not going to get it all right now. That's why we wanted to give you a little bit of an overview, and then we're going to have those courses coming up in 2018. And then I do want to have Dolores come up real quick. Dolores is with SBA. She's got some information for us that is important.
Hi everyone.
Just in case.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for having me today, and thank you for the Chamber to be so inclusive of the SBA and the Office of Disaster Assistance. So my name is Dolores Rowan. I'm a public affairs specialist with the Office of Disaster Assistance, and we are here because of Hurricane Irma. We're also in Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, specifically dealing with Hurricane Maria. And during times of disaster, the SBA actually offers low-interest loans to homeowners, renters, some nonprofits, and business owners of all sizes. So we don't want the word small business in our name to actually fool anyone. During times of disaster, we really make sure that we want the entire community to get back to the place that they were before the storm. So for business owners, we offer up to $2 million in physical property damage. That's your machinery, that's your foundation, any part of your office that was actually damaged. And then we also offer up to $2 million for working capital. And those are economic injury loans. So you might not have had some physical damage to your property, but you are suffering in some way because of the storm. And whether that's because you can't get clients to your business or because the electricity was out. So there are other reasons why we find that business owners suffer economically during times of disaster, not just physically. And those are up to $2 million as well. And these are really reasonable interest rates. They're as low as 3.305% for business owners. For homeowners, we offer up to $200,000 in physical property damage. Again, your foundation, your roof, your fences. And then we offer up to $40,000 in physical personal property damage, which is your automobiles, it's your clothing, it's your furniture, anything that was inside your house that was damaged. And those interest rates are as low as 1.75%. For Florida particularly, and for Puerto Rico, we have deferred the first payment for up to a year after closing. And it's up to 30 years to repay, and that would be something that you would talk with your loan officer about. But the first step is to register with FEMA. If you are not a business owner, if you're a business owner, you can go directly to the SBA website, which is sba.gov/disaster. What we find is that a lot of people register with FEMA, and about half of them receive a letter from the SBA. But in reality, they receive this letter, they're like, oh, why is the SBA helping me? I'm either not a business owner or I don't need a loan right now, but they don't actually realize that it's really relevant to the disaster specifically. So they don't end up going onto the SBA website or they don't end up calling the hotline, and then we see a big decline in applications. And the deadline to file with the SBA is November 24th for Florida. So once November 25th hits, as of today, we're sorry, but we can't actually help you. But if you're in the system by November 24th, there just is a privy of kind of disaster assistance we can offer you from the SBA. So I just wanted to kind of give my little pitch. I'll be in the back, I have some information. Anyone else who wants to speak with me about homeowners, renters, or business loans. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, is there anybody in this room who was not affected at all by Hurricane Irma? I didn't think so. So that's why I wanted Dolores to come here and give us this information, because if you don't know, you can't apply and you can't get assistance. So I know there's some of us who still have family who don't have roofs or that they can operate their business. So want to make sure that this information is given to people. Okay? All right. Do you want to go to this? Do you want to do here? Sure. So we're gonna switch up our plan a little bit. So we're gonna talk about a couple of different things. This is Leah Graham Morris. She is the Director of Operations and Strategic Initiatives for the Chamber. So there's a lot that she has. There's an awful lot that she does to help make this place run and to put together some of the large initiatives that we have. So I'm gonna let her actually speak on two things.
Oh, okay. So if I'm going to do that, let me also just do a welcome to you. So I want to welcome you all. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here today. We want to welcome you to the Chamber family. And I want to do that on behalf of John F. Davis, our president, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today, our board of directors, and our community stakeholders. I do want to pick on Sean for a moment because Coca-Cola is one of our trustees. And without our community stakeholders, we would not be able to serve you in the capacity that we do. So thank you, Sean, and thank you for being here today. I want to personally invite you out to the State of the Chamber. So on November 28th at the Varsity Club, we will be doing the State of the Chamber. John F. Davis, our president, will be speaking. And registration begins at 8. Or we'll get you if you're late. And if you don't register, so make sure you do that. Please register.
You make my day when you register.
So registration begins at 8. And you know, the reason why registration or coming at that time is so important is because you get to network. And who you get to network with at the Chamber is wonderful, right? We have a mix of business owners and community leaders. And so when you look at your business and you look at the type of networking you need to do to grow your business, because every industry and everyone is different, then you identify those type of people, and when you're going to the networking events and you see them, you automatically know, hey, I need to gravitate towards them. I need to know this person. And that's the way that you can grow your business. But we're very, very excited because on November 28th, we're launching Project Silo. And Project Silo is merely C, capital, I, information, L, location, and O, opportunity. Because when it comes down to it, right, all you want is some money so that you can do your business, right? Everybody needs cash is king, okay? Cash is king. So you want to know, how can I get the money so that I can operate my business, have an influx of cash, right? I need the information. Give me the information on how I get to the contracts. Who do I need to talk to? Who should I do business with? Can you help me, right? And location. We don't always want to do business at Panera or Starbucks. We know that it increases our credibility if we have actual location. So we want capital, information, location, and opportunity, all that meshed together. So we'll roll that out to you. And we're excited to see his presentation and to touch on what we've done last year and what we're doing going forward. So personal invitation out to you all. We anticipate about 125 people. We already have 100 or so registered, give or take. You know how events go, so on the day of, we always expect to, you know how events go. So we want to give you that invitation. The next thing I want to also tell you, as we're talking about capital, on December 8th, through our partnership with the Black Business Investment Fund, we are doing a loan-a-thon, right? So micro loans, 50K and below, right? We are on site doing appointments. All of our members get to have no application fee, get to go through the pre-qualification phase. We will reach back out to you if you're pre-qualified. We will even work with you to try to answer questions, you know, put you in the right direction. We all know it can be nerve-wracking to have those conversations, you know, to pull that documentation together. But we'll take you through the pre-qualification phase, and then we're going to kind of walk you through a BBIF. And then you'll set up your appointment to come here on site if you pre-qualify. We have some other options if you don't, for the loan-a-thon. The great thing about this is 25K and below, they have proven house, right? So it's really about them having that relationship with you, those minimal requirements that you need to make, and then coming back to ask, okay, give us some information about this member, okay? Then going up to 50K, they take that to their committee, but that's still, I mean, how much easier is that than having to feel like, oh my goodness, I need to go into the bank and, I don't have someone walk you through that. All right, so November 28th, December 8th, and then the Eagle Awards is January 13th. But the reason why I want to mention this to you now is because you can still nominate your business for an award up until
The 19th.
the 19th, right? So go online, look at those requirements. We'll be doing an informational later today. Those are the three, I think that's everything that I wanted to cover. I also want to make sure that I give a shout out. We have Ms. Laura Dorsey, our team member. All of those emails that you get, right? That is Laura. So the other reason why you want to know her is because the member on the move, right? So part of your membership is you can submit a member on the move. You can be blasted out to our entire community base. Your business feature. She's the one who writes those articles, so you want to know her. And I have to say to our ambassadors, Sylvester Terry's in the house, and Kim Bradshaw, they have been so supportive of us.
And David is out
Is David?
at the table. Okay. But so these three gentlemen are ambassadors. We absolutely could not get some things done without our ambassadors supporting us. And our ambassadors are our members who are dedicated and they want to be involved. So if there is an interest and you think, oh, hey, I might want to be an ambassador, please speak with Mr. Terry so he can get your information. He is our ambassador chair, and then we'll talk. We'll go through some things. Okay?
And then everything that,
Yeah,
let me see, good beach.
that's the fun.
That's the fun stuff, right? Okay. So I gave everything you need to know for that portion. Great. Moving on. No?
No, it was.
Oh, no. So if I could say this before you start. So Fleur and I were sitting one day and we said, man, we need to be able to sum up in 10 reasons or less, how do you maximize your membership, right? How do you increase your bottom line? Okay, I got my chamber membership, no matter what level you're at, how do we tell that story? And so I just wanted to start off with that because that's kind of how this came about.
So one of the first things is online visibility. So basically, anytime you sign up, whether I sign you up in the office or you go on and you sign yourself up, once you're there on our website, you're starting to be visible to the world. I've had members who are on there, could not find their website because they didn't have the information there, but if I did a Google search, it brought up our website for them. And that was how people were finding them. So
Can I interject one thing?
You absolutely can.
Well, I'm going to let you have that one. I'm going to tell you that coming up next year, we're going to do some informationals on doing business with tourists, right? So please know that when individuals come into the city, they call us. We get calls, Laura gets calls every day, every week, family reunions, conferences, questions. When they ask us different things, we're referring them back. But our tourism sector is growing so much. Understand that people are going to come to our website to look for things. So I just wanted to throw that in there. Okay. So I can't see. Okay, exposure. Squinting. So we talked about the Eagle Awards, right? When you are a member, you have opportunities for exposure. Not only do you have the online, but you can do the member on the move. You can be nominate yourself for the Eagle Awards. If you nominate yourself for the Eagle Awards and you're a finalist, you get a video. You get featured at the Eagle Awards, the premier event for Black businesses. Over 500 people. We're anticipating 550 plus this year, right? So you're in front of all of those individuals. This year you're going to be announced at a press conference after the State of the Chamber. So it's worth you doing that to have that exposure. Thank you so much, Rob.
All right, so the next is the affinity program. So we have, for example, Office Depot card. If you have prints that you make, things that you buy from Office Supply Store. If you have absolutely nothing that you ever buy from an Office Supply Store, that's amazing. Please talk to me. I want to know what your magic secret is. But with the Office Depot card that we have, you get a significant discount on things, not just copies, which are it's from like 69 cents down to like 20 cents for copies.
It is unbelievable.
It's disgusting. And then, but also, right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
yes.
sorry.
Monica.
See it Staples.
Wait, we got someone talking about contracts with you. We didn't talk about the Office Depot
Yeah,
card.
we can get to that. So, yeah, oh,
Yes.
yeah.
We got you.
And then you also get discounts on on supplies and things like that. So that's one of those things. And then also there's some other things that are coming down the pipe with things that we're going to be doing with partners, so that we can get discounts and things to you aside from the Office Depot card.
And you can offer something in the Affinity program if you have a product or a service. We have several members that offer, Dimitri offers coaching sessions and so forth, so.
Then the next is credibility. So there is something that happens when you go in to speak to somebody and you both have the chamber pin. You know that you both belong to an organization that is working to support businesses in this area. There is a level of credibility behind your business when you're trying to go through and do that. So that is also part of the benefit of being a member of the chamber.
So how many of you, when you did your 2018 budget, not you, LaShawn, because maybe Coca-Cola did this, but put in a line item for lobbyists, right? You just had that line around, someone who could advocate for you. So we want to talk about advocacy, right? The chamber is an advocate from the top on down. Our president is able to have talks with the governor about things that need to happen for small businesses. We advocate for our businesses. Monica called and said, hey, I need to have a talk with GOA, the Greater Orlando Aviation Authority. I need to understand who I need to talk to. She came in, we went through, we actually ended up having an entire session, but we are your advocate, right? So that's one of the pieces. I like to explain this, we try to move everything so you can get a seat at the table. We want to help you get a seat at the table, right? So once you have the seat at the table, you need to know how to act. You need to have that etiquette, so if you get the opportunity, we've endorsed you. We said, oh my goodness, you have to do business with Monica. I just talked about you yesterday at the presentation. You have to do business with Monica. We need to understand how we can get her services at the Greater Orlando Aviation Authority. So now, once we get you at the table, you need to be able to know the rules of engagement. And that's where our education and training and development programs come into play, so that we can help support you, so that you can maintain those contracts. And contracting falls right in line with that, okay? So everybody wants to get a contract and wants to make a bit of money depending on what type of business you have. So you get a seat at the table, you know how to engage at the table. Now here comes the contract.
Chamber referrals. So this goes back to what Lena was saying. Oh, hey, actually, this week. Hey, I need somebody who can do some pressure washing on my roof. Oh, okay, I know somebody. We get these conversations all the time where people want to know, hey, I'm going to go to the chamber. Who do you say that I can go to? Doctor, lawyer, web design, IT, financial, things like that. Things that just normally, if you're just out and about, you might not be able to get that information readily. People come to the chamber for that. And the other thing is business-to-business networking. So there's all sorts of things. All sorts of companies need different people. We all have a certain target. Don't tell me that it targets everybody, because it's really not. But once you know who it is, then you can say, hey, I know this is an event where, likely I'm going to have the legal services, because I need to work with the legal services so that I can have a partnership. And that's when you come to these networking events, you meet people, you actually make real solid connections so that you have somebody to work with.
And is he still here? So if you want any questions answered about the art of networking, Ken Bradshaw is the person you want to talk to. He is the master networker. Community partnerships, we like to tell people if we're in the room, you're in the room. So not every small business can have the budget to have a business development person or a community relations person, but if we have a relationship with a community partner, then you have a relationship with a community partner. You can say, listen, I want to contact GOA, or I need to have this conversation. When would you be in the room with Coca-Cola? This is a direct, and she hires people. You know what I'm saying? So it's our partnerships or your partnerships. Like you are an extension of us, or we're an extension of you, or whatever works best. Okay. But the bottom line is we want to help you grow. We want to help serve you. And you know, this is so near and dear to my heart because I have been an entrepreneur, right? And I grew up an entrepreneur, so I know what it is to feast your famine. I know what it is to try to make decisions when your money's not right, but you still, I gotta be professional, and I need to, you know, maintain, contact my client, and then I'm growing so fast and I don't have capacity. What do I do about that? And I need to think out of the box, right? So all of this is real to some of our businesses that are starting up. I know a lot of you, who's a startup? Who's in a startup phase here? Okay. So who is more kind of mid to emerging? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, in whatever phase you are in your business, you need support, right? You're not alone. You need to know at some point that, hey, I'm not alone. I got somebody. And you can't do everything. We like to think, oh, I can do everything. I'm not going to ask for help. I'm going to do all my accounting, and I'm going to do all my marketing, and I'm going to do all my sales, and do this, do that. And then you start burning out, and you don't know what's going on, and suddenly you've got a customer service issue, which turns into a financial issue. So don't think you have to do it all yourself. That's why we have each other. Right. We put on the cape. I do it too. I'm trying to take it off every once in a while. She doesn't take it off. Well, you know it has to get done, right? We know it has to get done. But if you have a support system and you can think out of the box, you can bounce something off someone. Hey, I'm in the middle of this. I don't know what to do. What do you know? And that networking or that stopping by the chamber, that's where that helps. So that's what we wanted to express that to you. Hope that was helpful.
Hey, Nina, one thing that I want to say, if you can go back to that slide, it's so interesting how you're presenting to us the way that the membership works, because from a community partnership perspective, it works that way for us too. So when we have individuals or businesses that come out and do a presentation, our question is, are you a part of the African American Commerce? Because we want to know that they are credible, that they don't have a linkage back to an organization where we can call a John or a Lena. Then it lessens their opportunities to do business with us too.
Credibility. Thank you.
All right, so, and organizations like Coca-Cola, GOA, Orange County Public Schools that I spoke to, and just Orange County in general, they talk to us and say, okay, here's how you get people ready. Because I know everybody's like, oh, well, you know, I'm just a small business, I'm just starting out. What in the world could Coca-Cola need from me? You don't know.
Right.
There's all sorts of things. We all need each other. It's an ecosystem, okay? Just because it's Coca-Cola versus Securable, that doesn't mean that you don't need each other. You both have different things. So we have to make sure that Monica's prepared, and we can say, hey, Monica, we can send you in, you've got all your stuff together. Because that's what LaShawn is expecting of you.
Right.
Okay?
Right. And those are some things, and I'm gonna exit stage right for you, but sorry. Those are some things that are going to be coming up in 2018, right? So how do we really help prepare you? So we have a lot of businesses that are starting up. We have a lot of mid-sized businesses, but everybody needs a recalibration at some point. Everyone needs to take a look at what they're doing, and also making sure they're getting in front of the right people. Not everyone's your client, as Flora mentioned, and you really need to understand that. So I'm going to share something with you as I leave that you can use with contracts, but you can use with clients. So we were listening to a panel of procurement officers, and they mentioned some things, and I added to it. So this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you the 4 R's. This is what I'm going to leave you with, right? So whether it's clients or whether it's contracts, whatever the case, there's the 4 R's, right? So register, okay? So if you have a client, you need to be in their database, right? You need to register, research that client, whether it's an individual client or an organization. You need to research that client. The number one thing that those individuals were saying was, people come to them and say, well, what do you need? You should already know what your client needs pretty much when you're going in. There's different ways to do that, okay? So there's research, register, reach out. So then after you register and research, that's a point where you can reach out. Just don't like willy-nilly, you're chasing somebody down at an event at Starbucks. Hey, I need your card. And I'm reaching out. I have no idea. It's just a Hail Mary. I know that I might want to do business with you. You might have something that I can do. I need to make some money. I want a contract adequate out this month and this year strong, right? Don't do that.
Please don't.
Don't do that. Right?
And don't just fade out and expect people to get back to you once you send them something.
So such a balance, all right? So the last one will be relationships. So after you reach out and you start having that dialogue, then you start to build a relationship. And the truth of the matter is, and correct me, LaShawn, people do business with what? People they know and they like and they respect. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your presentation.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to talk about briefly some programs and events that are coming up. Lena went through a couple of things. So we talked about the ambassadors, supplier diversity, that goes into the procurement and some things with our community partners. That's, we try and make sure that we get everybody ready so that everybody's got what they need, okay? The nomination for the Eagle Awards is very important. I'm going to ask everybody if you have not gotten an email saying, oh, hey, you've been nominated, go ahead and nominate yourself. Fill out the application. Because if there's no application, you can't win. So what I've noticed, I feel bad if I put my information. Put your information in. Because you need to be able to toot your own horn, okay? Because if you can't do it, who else is going to? The member exchange that Lena talked about. Now, this is an opportunity. Oh, you did? Oh no, you mentioned the other December event. All right, so the member exchange is going to be December 7th. Okay, it's going to be basically an opportunity for members to have a table to interact with the public, to interact with each other, and to have an opportunity to get their information to people. Okay, so that's going to be December 7th. Information will be going out about that soon, but just mark your calendars. And then the State of the Chamber, which Lena talked about, and there are flyers on the back table for that as well. And again, for all of our events, please register because that helps immensely. All right, and then we're going to start talking about chamber member access. This is not the fun part. It's the fun part for me, not really for anybody else. So Chamber Master is what we use to give you access to the information that we have and to put your details up on the website. It also gives you the ability to interact with each other and provide deals and, depending on some level, job postings, things of that nature. Okay? When you go in and you start filling things out, it actually gives you an idea of how complete your profile is. I prefer it be 100%. I know that's not going to happen all the time, okay? But the reason it's important is because this is how people find you. The more information you have, the better it is for you. Because if I have, Flourish Catering, and it just says Flourish Catering, there's no phone number, there's no email address, there's no website, and then you have 3 seconds to get somebody's attention online. 3 seconds. And can you tell me who here wants to go digging for somebody's information? No. You're going to say, oh, okay, there's no information here, let me go to the next person. So the more information you have, the better it is for you. I'm going to prompt you about that too. So benefit highlights. So if you have not received one of these little trifolds, there are some on the back table. Everyone should have one. So this is, it walks you through things that we sort of give you a little homework. through your membership. A few things that you think you should do every couple of months, just to make sure that you're staying involved. Because it's very easy when you're busy and you are growing your business to sort of fall out of sync. We want to make sure that you're involved so that you don't miss an opportunity or some informational session, okay?
Well, I don't interrupt you, but did you highlight her?
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't forget.
Okay. So at the end I will play this, but I'm going to have you all do a brief introduction, okay? So say your name, your company, and what it is you do. I do not want to hear, hi, I'm Claire. I work at the chamber and I talk to people. No. Hi, I am Fleur O'Hara. I am with the African American Chamber, and we assist small businesses in the Central Florida area so that they can grow and prosper. Okay? So we're going to go around and do that, and I'm going to start with you. Yeah, I'm going to start with you because you have fun things to tell me about what just happened.
Good morning. My name is Jennifer Williams.